Okay, guys, welcome back to Billy and the Kid.
I'm Sammy Weiser, a.k.a. The Kid.
And I am Billie Lee.
And this is our pod brought to you by Jam in the Van.
Jam in the Van.
Okay, this episode, I already know I'm not going to follow any of it because I can already tell it's going to be a lot of tea.
Well, we're having Joe on, and this is the first time we're having a second guest. I heard a podcast interview.
Joe's our first repeat guest.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun with Mandy. She's cool.
Yeah, I heard Tom Schwartz said some things about her, and I was like, you know what? Come on my podcast, say what you need to say, and just own up to anything you have to own up to.
And Mandy will drop knowledge about the situation.
Yeah, hopefully
Perfect.
she will.
Hopefully.
That's so
It's
set
always
up.
interesting, though. Like, no, yeah, that was fine. I'm not high. I'm fine. I'm literally fine. No, it's always interesting. Like when she's like explaining her shit, it's interesting to see what a comedian who doesn't watch it has to say about what's going on.
Yeah.
Like after shit is explained.
This is going to be a hard episode for me just because I have really been not trying to talk about my personal
you kept
life.
Your mouth shut about this shit.
But then
not to me, but to the world.
Yes. But I saw a comment from someone, and I just was like, you know what? I need to talk about this now because it really pissed me off and it triggered me. And you're going to hear all about it. It's going to be a hard one.
And also, we have Flint Mints.
Flint Mints to help us through this difficult conversation. Mandy, hi. Welcome.
Hey.
Thanks. Are we going? We doing this?
I guess
Yeah,
that's
we're
what
doing
her
it.
thing was.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Mandy did the clap. That means it happened. We're doing it.
No, we just start talking here. That's how it
No,
works.
I like
right?
it. I do
think
the
it confuses
same.
everyone.
Yeah.
No, I do the same thing. I don't know why I asked. It's like just
Yeah, you have a podcast,
I had to
right?
be on the other
Misery
side and
loves
ask the
Mandy.
question. Yeah.
Oh, cool. How long you been podcasting?
I'm almost to episode 100. So
Whoa.
almost. Yeah. So I guess
Holy
I'm
shit.
at 2 years.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
Has it made you more or less mentally ill having a podcast?
I've done everything myself, film and edit,
Wow.
booking, and I have lost one full eyebrow. This hair's thinning, and
You have perfect hair.
thank you. I just started taking medicine.
Perfect.
So a little stressful, but I fucking love podcasting.
Okay.
It's fun.
Like
I do
it's
too.
so fun. It's like it's worth the hard work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who's one of your favorite guests that you've had on? I know you had Jason Ellis recently. You had
Oh yeah,
Usama.
Jason was great. I've literally loved everyone, but my favorite person is Chase O'Donnell.
Oh, fuck yeah. Chase is hilarious. I saw her perform in the Belly Room a few weeks ago.
She's so fucking
She's
funny.
really funny.
We do every holiday episode together now.
Ah.
And we just go all out, which I'm so bummed the 99-cent store is gone.
I'm actually really depressed about it.
Yeah, I'm really pissed. I'm
Every
upset.
single one is closed now?
All of them. They went
All
out
of
of
them.
business.
Like it already like went into effect. I mean, like every
Like the
single
buildings, it's closed. Like they're empty.
Yeah,
It's done.
That's fucked
Done.
up. Dude, imagine. Okay, 99 cents. Imagine the sales at the end of that.
They would literally have 50 and 60%
I went,
off.
yeah.
You did
I
go?
did.
50 and 60% off, so everything's 6 cents.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
did that.
much.
Can I
That's
tell
not
you,
math. That's not math.
when I was poor and I was like homeless in LA, like when I first moved here, the 99-cent store, like literally, like kept me alive.
Fuck yeah.
And I just want to shout out to the 99-cent store because I know so many people who are on a budget. Like they need that store.
They do.
You know?
Yeah.
And like they have everything. They had food. I used to buy these little ham packets and I'd put them in the microwave.
Wait.
I
Billy's
ate-
vegan. I've
I
never
know.
heard her say she's eaten ham.
I've been vegan for 15 years. This was probably
Wait, you've
19.
eaten ham before?
This
I'm
was
actually
20
freaking
years.
out. I'm being dead serious. You've eaten ham before?
I used to eat all the bad meat. I used to love a steak, girl.
Are you kidding?
And now I think about it, it makes me
This
so
is the bigger reveal than anyone understands. This is literally.
What do you think I was born vegan?
Yeah, of course I assumed you were born vegan.
No. I loved meat for a long time, but like I can't imagine even like, but you know, if it gets
You love me for a long time. Is this like a metaphor? Like, what's going on? It's a metaphor. Okay. Billy ate ham. What the fuck, dude?
Not just ham, 99-cent store ham.
Yeah.
That's
like-
that might actually not even be meat though.
No, I know.
No, plot twist, it's vegan the whole time because it's literally just chemicals.
I'm trying to be vegan. I'm at the dumb word flexitarian phase.
Okay,
Where
what
I-
the fuck does that mean? Word of the day,
It's
flexitarian.
a stupid word where you're like vegan most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm vegan most of the time, but it's like those bi girls, like whenever they get drunk, they're like, I'm all of a sudden bisexual.
Yeah.
That's how I am with vegetarian. For some reason, I'm like, wait, I think I might be vegetarian tonight. And
Billy has a bottle of wine, and we're having family dinner at my house, and Billy has a bottle of wine with my mom, and she's like, actually, the mac and cheese sounds perfect.
And then the next day, I'm like, oh my God, did someone watch me eat that? Like, I'm so embarrassed.
All over TMZ is like you walking around with fucking cheese.
I hope they don't think I'm vegetarian.
I like that it's not even you eat meat. You were just went from vegan to
Oh,
vegetarian.
I could
Yeah.
never go to. I could
No,
never go to meat.
literally,
No.
that would of everything that's ever happened with Vanderpump,
But your
that
mom's
would
good at
ruin.
making
That
vegan
would
stuff.
PR ruin you.
Yeah, I know.
If you were caught with dairy, Jesus
But
Christ.
I've been drunk before, and I will have like
You've been
mac
drunk
and cheese,
before?
and
Sick,
I
dude.
would have like
Me too.
cheese
Well,
pizza.
sick,
Yeah.
dude, let's go.
Oh yeah, pizza
Welcome to
drunk.
Boys Night on the podcast. We've all been drunk before. Are you a Jello shot girl?
No, but would.
Okay,
But-
Joe is.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm more
Yeah.
of a beer, wine,
Okay, obsessed.
Yeah.
What's your number one drink of choice?
probably a red wine.
Okay.
Just a red blend or beer.
Okay.
I go back and forth. They're pretty tied
She
for
loves
me.
a beer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
You're
love
such
a
a beer.
beer.
I love beer
but
so
I also
much.
have a small bladder, and
So,
Have
he
you
loves to
heard?
talk about
Have
pee.
you heard?
Okay.
In your Instagram bio,
it's a small bladder, big dreams.
Yeah.
small bladder, big dreams.
And when I read that, I was like, girl, I should have that in mind because my friends get so annoyed that I have to pee all the time.
All the
Billy
time.
always has to go pee every 5 minutes, and I always have to smoke a joint every 5 minutes, so it's really hard for us to literally get anywhere.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because they made room for my vagina, so I think that my bladder is smaller. Or, I mean, I'm not a
What happened to
doctor.
me?
Yeah.
There's no answer for Mandy.
I mean, that's what I blame it on. I'm like, I
Mandy
gotta
just has fucked up genetics.
yeah.
I
Sorry.
was just born with this stupid ass bladder.
Fuck, dude.
Do you pee your pants ever?
Oh yeah. I just got back. I went on a cruise.
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
I know. I full on. So I drink nothing but diuretics, which we shouldn't have. Coffee, energy drinks. Is
I
what
thought you were gonna say
live
diarrhea,
on.
and I was like, that's a problem.
No.
She can relate to that. That's how she is.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
She has a weak butthole.
Weak butthole.
That makes me feel
Listen
great.
up, boys. Weak butthole.
It's all that anal play. Huh?
Takes a minute to come back.
Yeah.
So I'm on the cruise and I drink like an electrolyte in the like a bottle of water and then my electrolyte water and a coffee and then I went to the gym on the cruise. And
Oh, no.
I was finishing
You're already
up.
spiraling.
It was, and there's no bathroom in the gym. So I was like, let me just finish up. I had to go, but I didn't think it was like emergency until like I was on my way out. But I was on my way out. Just fully pissed myself. Thank God my leggings were black.
Did you feel it coming or just boop?
No,
what
out of
happened?
nowhere, it was like hundo. And just
Hundo.
full, not like a full heavy pee all. And I sprinted out of the gym.
Hundo P.
Hundo pee.
For real?
The crew, it was packed. I'm at the point now where like I'm not embarrassed and I don't give a shit. I was just like, man, now I have to go change before the buffet.
You do stand-up comedy, and that's way more embarrassing than peeing your pants.
Right?
You know, it's fine.
I don't know if anyone saw or if I left a trail, but I just sprinted out and then back to my room and I was like, but that thing was like, I didn't even see that one coming.
Also, a cruise is so many people. Like, you can blame an old person and be like, oh my God, they again?
Yeah,
you know
you
what I mean?
can't
Like,
Yeah,
be
where the water
embarrassed.
splashed you.
you're right. It's on
You're
water.
surrounded by water.
I'm like, blame an old person.
so rude. I peed my pants one time. Remember me, you, Jade, and all of us were at Soho in Malibu.
Oh,
I
you
laughed
literally peed
so
yourself.
hard. I literally peed myself.
Yeah.
Well, because there was a reason to laugh that hard. We got stuck.
Yeah, we got stuck. We couldn't get it back up on.
We climbed down this ladder to go like fucking smoke weed on the sand because we're cool as fuck. And it was like high tide or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And so basically the sand washed away while we were having our little playtime downstairs. And so there wasn't enough like ground for us to get back to the ladder that we originally came from. And we got stuck on the beach at night.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
And she thought it was funny as fuck.
I
would have too.
dying laughing. Like one of our friends ran with a glass and fell, and literally the wine stayed in the glass the entire time.
Literally. That's the most white girl shit ever. You're like, I'll break my fucking
Yeah,
face, but like the
not-
wine,
Yeah.
nothing will
Not
happen.
the wine.
A fresh glass of Sauvignon Blanc. She's like, nope.
But Jade still uses this joke. She's like, yeah, my friend got a new pussy, and like that shit's broke. Like she said something about how
She said, The joke is like your friend. I have like such a Rolodex of jokes in my head.
I know.
I'm literally like, she said it on August 11th, 77.
I wish I could remember shit. I can't remember anything.
I don't remember anything besides comedy, but that's the only thing I care about.
That's why.
That's
yeah.
why. It's the only thing I use my brain power towards. Secretly, I'm a genius. I turn it off on purpose. I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, the joke about my broken vagina.
Oh, no, it's not broke. Oh, you're right. Okay, she's basically like, my friend got a pussy and it's already leaking. It's like, that shit's brand new. You just got it. Why is there already send it back to the factory?
Yeah.
You know? It's like along the lines of like, it literally is already leaking. Like, it's already fucked up. You just bought it.
That's only happened
You
once,
just
by the
bought
way. I know. What's the return policy?
Yeah.
What's
there
the
should be
return
like
policy?
a warranty.
Yeah. On that note.
On that note, whatever this is going to be isn't going to be a smooth transition. So let's see what she has to say right now.
We got to bring Joe out. Joe is here. My friend Joe is back.
Yeah, she's back. This is her second appearance. This is our first repeat, dude.
This is our first repeat.
First repeat.
Yeah.
Mandy Martino is here for the first repeat.
Yeah, well, I heard some stuff go down on Brittany and Jack's podcast, and we had a conversation. I was like, girl, come in here. Let's talk about it. That is so cute, that outfit.
It's called the airplane outfit. It's when you
perfect airplane outfit.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you look
literally.
good in
They
those.
work?
Yeah. No,
that looks-
honestly, they look really fire
Cool.
on you.
You that color's great on you.
Maybe I should get
You
some.
match the.
They literally compliment everyone. I love them. Every time I've
Yes!
ever worn them.
I've worn
I'm
them
like,
every episode because
I
I
can
also
tell.
get
You
so.
can't- she has more fingerprints
I also.
on those than I've ever seen. Like,
Billy's being a detective. She's like, yep, she's worn those 72 times. I get so high and they're pink, so they cancel
nice.
out what's actually going on.
Oh, that's
it
smart.
cancels it out.
That's a good idea.
She's like
Genius.
pointing her eyes and she's like, "Yep, this is what's
It,
going
it
on."
color cancels. It
Yes.
color cancels the red eye.
Well, that make
It's a disguise.
everybody lumify.
Lumify.
Is that not
Lumify.
the da-da-da where you can like put the eye drops in or something?
What is it? Da-da-da.
Eye drops.
Yes. What do I win? Wait, how did you understand that? You immediately knew da-da-da eye drop?
So Billie
That's
knows best.
literally insane that you already speak her language.
Yeah.
Do you
well,
watch
yeah,
Vanderpump
yeah.
Rules? Is that how you already speak the language?
Yeah, right.
No, but now I need to.
Are you a reality TV watcher at all?
I was a big The Bachelor for a while.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I took a break when Chris Harrison was fired.
So did I.
And now I got back with Joey. Well,
Me too.
The Golden
Me too.
Bachelor.
The
weaned
old
me
man
on.
version?
The old man weaned me on, and then Joey sealed the
Joey
deal.
stole, and they're still together, right? On The
Yeah.
Bachelor. That makes
the
me
old
happy.
man got a lot of people back.
Yeah.
But they also
My
I
brother
think are
watched
done,
that season.
right?
Yeah, they broke. It was like a fake. I don't know if it was fake, but like I don't think he really was in it.
The old guy was the fake?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
'Cause he's
Well,
old, he
That
doesn't have
poor
a brain.
girl. Hopefully she knew about it.
I would agree.
know.
Hopefully she knew about it too. Like that would make me. Oh wait, what? Vanderpump Rules all over?
Yeah. Joe, can we talk about this actually?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you went on a
Here we go.
podcast. I know. Here we go.
Here we
Bum,
go.
bum, bum.
What did you
Here we
do?
go.
Do I need another one?
Explain
Yeah.
it to Mandy. Take a Jello shot.
I love you, Mandy. Yes, Billy, my girl.
Take a
By the
Jello
way, we
shot
all
every
need
time
also-
you get uncomfortable. The jar will be done so fast, dude. So quick. So fucking quick.
Yes.
So you went on a podcast and briefly talked about, and you were like, I don't want to speak for Billie, but she's no longer talking to Tom.
Mm-hmm.
And I've kept my mouth shut. I literally have not said a word until you said something about boundaries.
Yes.
And then someone, my publicist, actually sent me this screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Victoria on this Bravo site, which, like, are you really watching all the Bravo sites? Like,
Obviously.
she's addicted. And she said Billie didn't set a boundary, and then she put a laughing emoji. I wasn't going to say a word until I saw this fucking text because it makes me so upset. Obviously, I gave up a lot for Tom. Like, I lost a lot of friends, and I was there for him as much as I could be. And I have no regrets. I 100% love that I was there to help a friend out. Totally. The thing is, Tom was sober for a very long time. When he met Victoria, he started drinking again. And I noticed, like, a lot of alarming things, especially, like, how the house was a mess all the time. There was drugs laying around everywhere. it was just a very darker time. And he was
The
like,
drugs were mine.
no. And he literally was like, just always depressed. They were fighting all the time. I would get dragged into the fights. And I had Tom on my podcast. She sent me flowers. She showered me with gifts.
So, yes.
She would FaceTime me all the time like she was one of my close friends.
Yep. You were posting her. You guys went out together.
Yeah.
You were posting like bestie.
And then Tom and I were, we didn't really hang out a lot one-on-one, but which was fine with me. I'm so happy that they're together. So Tom was like really trying to get me. I was actually going to your house, but Tom was like, come over, I'll order food. And I was like, no, I'm going to Sammy's. And he's like, I already ordered your favorite food. Let's watch a movie. And I was like, okay, I haven't spent alone time with him in a while. I'll go.
Yeah.
So we're watching a movie like we normally do, just regular shit.
Yep.
And she kept on calling and calling and calling. And so he had to go upstairs. They got into a fight. He came downstairs and he said, she thinks that we're going to sleep together tonight.
Oh, my.
And I'm like, what? Like, literally, this girl is acting like she's my best friend.
Are you crying?
Maybe.
Okay.
No,
I
it
get
is.
so
It's
Wait, we have to fill in Mandy also. Give her a jealous shot. Mandy, Tom and Victoria are dating.
Okay. I'm adding.
I get
I'm
very-
doing
That's
yeah,
my
I know.
recap.
Poor Mandy. Poor
Yeah.
Mandy. Yeah.
That's my recap of teaching Mandy.
Yes. And so Tom was like, anyway, my whole thing is like anyone dating Tom, and I even told Tom this, I said they have to be somewhat thirsty and a little desperate in a way, because
Yeah, if you're dating Tom Sandoval, that's what it's for.
literally. And I think I've heard her, because she would call me slurring words because she would be on something, and she would say, I need to break up with Tom. And I'm like, why would you call his best friend and say you have to break up with him? And then she would proceed to tell Josh, which is his cousin and assistant, both of us that like she's embarrassed to be with him. She can't bring him to parties, and she's used to being with A-list celebrities, like you know who.
I do.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you really? The conversation was so alarming and upsetting, because she literally was making my best friend out to be like a piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's sick
And
that
she
she
was
went to
embarrassed.
parties with A-listers. That's cool for her.
Well, she dated Leonardo.
Literally,
She dated
let's just say
Leonardo.
it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
She went to parties with A-listers. I mean, I fucking love her, dude.
Well, we did too.
Yeah, no, I did too, until she was accusing Tom and I of sleeping together, and that really hurt my feelings. And then I was like, wait, I don't feel comfortable being alone with him. And then the second time we were alone together, Tom and I went and got our nails done, which we normally do.
Yep.
She was calling and calling and calling.
Doesn't
We get in the
surprise me.
car, and as soon as he answers, he's like, she starts yelling at him, and he's like, you're on speaker, Billie's in the car. And she's like, of course you're with her. And I'm
Oh,
like,
it triggered her.
oh my God.
Triggered.
Like,
Again.
and then the third time,
15th time.
they were fighting, and Tom asked me to come over, and it was late, and I was like, okay, I'll come over.
For you to mediate?
No, she wasn't there, and he needed me, so I went in
This
there.
is a constant, like,
The fighting is constant. I'm telling you, it's the most toxic relationship I've ever seen in my life. You know,
Yeah, I know.
literally
I
would
know.
cry.
I
Like,
know.
so I went there to like be there with him, because he was like fighting with her, and he was really upset. I was just chilling on the couch. All of a sudden, she bust in the house. She was literally parked and watched me come in.
Oh my God.
And started screaming and yelling at him and I like we were doing something wrong, when I was really just sitting there. So I got so uncomfortable, I immediately walked out. But her car was parked behind me, and the door was open and the car was on. Like, she literally jumped out of that car and ran inside like she was going to catch us doing something. And I was so uncomfortable. I asked her, please move your car. She moved her car. I left. Tom calls me. He's apologizing to me, and he's like, Billie, please come back. Please come back. And I was like, I feel really uncomfortable.
I would
don't
too.
think I should. He was like begging me to come back.
Remember
and
this,
I felt so bad for him.
Yep.
So I turned around.
Of course, yeah.
Went back.
Yeah.
She came in again. Like, I'm not joking you. Like, it was like calling. She was calling and being like, it was just so awkward. And like, that was the situation is like, I felt like I could no longer be friends with both of them, because it was so toxic. I was feeling so much anxiety. And then I also was just feeling uncomfortable being in a house that I was very comfortable.
Yeah.
And here's what really fucking got me.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going to say.
No, this is what really got me.
This is-
I have been always so...
This pisses me off.
I've been so courteous of Ariana's belongings, because Ariana's
Yes.
the ex-girlfriend. She's in the
You've
house.
never- yes.
Well, all her stuff's in the house. It's still her house.
Yes.
I have
Also, you didn't live there. You were hanging out.
I didn't live there. But I always made sure
You
her plans
always
were
would-
taken care of. I
yes,
made sure
you
like
always-
all her stuff was
and
taken
you were
care
like,
of.
Ariana, like in case you need me to like da-da-da, and she'd be like, yes, great.
Yes.
Yes.
You're also not stupid enough to fuck Tom Sandoval,
Right.
just in general.
Yes. Thank you. No. So Victoria demands that Tom move out of the guest bedroom into the master bedroom and get rid of Ariana's stuff. And I'm like, you shouldn't touch Ariana's stuff. Like, she's in New York. Maybe you should come here. Maybe she should come here and get her stuff. Apparently, he called Logan and was like, can you come and put her stuff? Like, you know how
I
her
did not
room
know
was
this.
packed with stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah,
all the
she's
boxes
like-
I would
yeah,
put up there.
yeah.
Like, her room was literally packed to the rim of boxes and all her belongings. Oh, every time I went there, I would feel sad because it was as if someone died, because literally it was like the bed wasn't made. It was like someone lived there, but then they just ghosted. It was so weird.
Yeah.
But
Also, Tom's room too was like very packed up, and like it was like you were there for helping Tom, like at the time, like
right.
clean it, like help him, like do his, you know what I'm, yeah.
So I
You
felt
were there
very
for-
uncomfortable that
Oh, yeah.
Victoria was
Because
really
you were
like,
good friend, you were good with Tom and like it was like okay.
no, they
sorry.
were my family. Like,
Yes,
they were literally my family. And
exactly.
it sucks that I
Yes.
lost friends and her through this whole experience.
Yes.
But the thing is like, when she just really wanted to let people know that she was in this relationship and that she was in this house, she moved my plants.
That was the-
First, she moved my plants that I had there, just like plants.
Ariana would never have done that. Tom would never have done that.
She moved my plants up into Ariana's bathroom. I was like,
You and Ariana.
what?
Don't take it out on the plant.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
she-
Like,
yeah.
what did the plants do?
And then she wants all of Ariana's stuff out. And so they moved her stuff. And I was so upset and bothered by that. And this is the thing, is when you say I was creating a boundary, it was like one after another after another. I wouldn't answer her phone calls because she would bring me into these fights.
That's
she would
what I'm-
talk this crazy shit. It'd be 2:00 in the afternoon. This girl would be calling me, slurring her words, talking about how much she hates Tom Sandoval. What? But then you guys are together? Like, it blew my mind. And I am so worried about Tom.
Same.
So what really did it was a few of his friends and people that work with him said, hey, Tom's not showing up to meetings. We're really worried about him.
They called you probably.
He's saying he's sick every single day.
Yeah.
He wouldn't show up for things for me.
It's
And
the
I
Billie
was
Lee
like,
phone call.
oh my God. I'm like, it's not just me. It's affecting everything.
Yeah, and they probably tried to talk to you because there was no other person probably to like.
They
go
all
through.
came to
Yeah,
me.
I knew it.
And
Billy
so-
was low-key his life manager.
So
Low-key,
I
yes.
created
Or high-key.
a group of people, and we all planned to meet. You want to call it intervention or whatever, but we all planned to meet at Kyle Chain's shop in West Hollywood.
Okay, it sounds like a pregame.
So it was like
It was
you,
Kyle's
Kyle,
birthday,
Tom
we were like,
Sandoval.
he'll definitely go. You know,
Yeah, of course. And
It
then
was a
who else?
secret
I don't want to
pregame.
mention. I don't want to mention names. I don't want
Okay,
to get everyone
yeah, generalization. There was,
But the
there
point
was a
is,
little bit of a moment. Yeah,
we were all very worried for him.
yeah,
And so we created this group
Yeah.
to really sit down. I said, I think if we all sit down and talk to him, he would actually
that's really
listen
beautiful of
to
you
us.
to even extend your energy to even do that.
I know.
Yeah,
This
know
was
you-
my last straw.
This was yeah.
When I did that, I didn't include Victoria. And this is what was the final draw for all of us. I didn't include her because he literally started drinking with her and
because
for
we
her.
we had seen him sober, and then it was
Yes.
yes.
And she knew he started drinking because he started hanging out with her. Everything was going downhill. Even his, like, Tom was the most hated guy ever. He was not getting opportunities left and right.
No.
There was times where he was broke. And when there's opportunity knocking on the door, whatever fucking brand decides to work with him, you should go to the meeting. But he was blowing things off like that. So because it was a failed attempt, he didn't show up to the quote unquote intervention. No. I go to his house afterwards and I'm like, why didn't you show up today? And he was like, I'm feeling sick, which is every day he says he's sick. Something is wrong. And Victoria found out that I did a whole intervention without her. And literally, when I would walk in Tom's house, it was as if I like killed her dog. Like, it was the worst
Mandy's
feeling.
like,
And
can I
she would
crawl out of here and get the fuck out of this conversation?
speaking of
it's
crawling-
really relatable. This is very like
It was, and it's also just dark energy. They would sleep all day long, and then like 5 o'clock, they would like crawl out of bed.
Vampire.
But like on another level, like someone needs to eat something, and it just was like one thing after another, and that was the final draw.
well,
and
what
I
else
was,
can you do?
And I texted Tom, and I was like, "Yo, I just have to let you know, like I can't do this anymore. I was there for you, but like." And the crazy thing is, Victoria reads his text, and he told me, like, be careful what you text me because Victoria reads my text.
Ooh, that's like strict mom energy.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
That's strict
I
mom
think she
energy.
had mics around because she'd be like, Billie, I know you called me a walking red flag, and I'm like, how did you hear that? You weren't even there.
She can hear your thoughts.
You're a walking red flag?
That's what I said to her. I said about her.
She can hear your thoughts. She got so good at reading the
On
text.
the text message, I literally said, I know she's probably going to read this, but like, no, I'm just like not okay with this. Yeah. So that's the tea.
Well, and I'll piggyback on that because when I was on a podcast, I had expressed the answer to a question that said, not this podcast, but another one that said, talked about, it's so crazy that like the whole podcast that I was on, the one clip that was the most important clip apparently to like the world was the one about Billie Lee and Tom Sandoval. When I had expressed, Billie, does not talk to her best friend of however long, all these years. And they asked why. They didn't even ask why. I just said, I think that she set a boundary. I think Billie Lee set a boundary with her best friend. I mean, I've been there too with certain people in this group. Mm-hmm. And it might have been because of his girlfriend, or it might not have been. And I was speaking out of truth because I don't know, but she does, and I'm not going to speak on behalf of Billie. This is my girl. And even if Billie wasn't like one of my good friends, you still can obviously see and read between the lines that something happened because Billie, you were there for him. You were there for Tom Sandoval for so much. And again, we really still, I think I can speak on your behalf as well as mine, that we still do care about him. And we did really like Victoria. And I don't know Victoria well enough to like even speak ill will. But what I do know is what bothered me the most was how you had been treated almost similarly to how I was treated with Tom Schwartz, how you and I talked about this the last time, I'm just going to non sequitur here, how you were there for Tom Sandoval so much.
But I will say the difference between you and I is I was not romantically involved with Sandoval.
I'm going to get there. Yes,
I'm
going to get
like
there.
You and Schwartz were.
Yes.
You wouldn't fuck Tom Sandoval because you're not dumb. And also, people hide their side chick, dude. He wouldn't be like with the girlfriend introducing the side hoe to the main hoe. Guys don't do that.
Yeah, and that's why I was hidden. And she wasn't hidden.
But the thing
it
is,
was
Victoria,
very apparent that they were friends.
Yeah, Mandy, what do you think of Victoria and Tom, man?
No, it's not
Man,
even
I don't like him at all.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't trust me, and I understand that because there's obviously all these rumors. If you read a tabloid, it says that we slept together.
Yes.
And
my best friend Reed is right there, and he's sitting. Yes, hi Reed. And like people think that we've but I'm.
Didn't you say he's gay?
Yeah, I love his boyfriend more than him. Sorry, love you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's okay.
Well, the thing is with
Ariana, it bothers
Ariana,
me that you are getting shit on for being there for a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm also getting shit on for being there for a person. And at the end of the day, like you said it best, Billie. Billie, but. Sammy?
You can point to me. I'm loud.
I know what
it's
you're
fine.
saying. I'm saying that like you made sense when you said you don't hide. Like
I never make sense. Thank you.
I just know that like
so
obviously there would be some type. They didn't sleep together.
You hide a side chick. That's literally fuckboy 101. You hide a side chick. If he's like, yo, meet the fucking my best girlfriend, that's not the one he's fucking. That's the one he wants you to be homies with.
Okay, so with Ariana, obviously she trusted me, and with my girlfriend T, she trusted me.
Yes.
But Victoria
had
had
pattern that you.
Victoria didn't know me like that.
Yeah. There's just like no way that like I think that we just had to debunk that and like move on because there's just.
I wasn't gonna say shit, but like, how dare her leave a comment like that?
Oh yeah, can we talk about? Yeah, that comment was kind of messed up.
And like I don't even watch the Vanderpump stuff. Literally, my publicist sent that to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is she sitting on her phone and looking at all this Vanderpump? If there's a
I
fame
called
whore,
you,
it's her.
And
Like
I called you and I was like, by the way, and you're like, oh, you're like, oh, I just like went to a spa and I'm about to like go do some work on my pod.
You know, I don't ever watch the show. I don't listen to shit.
No, nothing. I'll send it to you and you're like, take that out. But I'll be like, hey, da-da-da. And you'll be like, yeah, I'm about to go on a hike. And
you like
I don't
to
know
say
if
da-da-da.
I do love da-da-da. But like, I will call her. Like, I talk to her probably, maybe not as much as you guys, but like, I'll call her and I'll be like, hey, girl, help me with, she's helped me through this whole season. And so I'll be like, hey, And then she'll just be like, oh, I don't know. I just got, what was that? I just thought that I would like potentially like go to Ross or like, you know, you're just like living your life and you're not thinking about this. And then all of a sudden this comment comes on and then you get ripped into it. And like the hour and a half podcast that I had done, the one clip that was, everyone was so obsessed with, it was the one like 2-minute segment of Billie Lee. And I couldn't believe that was so, like, she doesn't need any more hate than, like, and also, she's not on her computer. She's not on her phone looking at this stuff. Sorry, I'm going to say this. Like, you don't do the social media and all these things. And so when I called you and I was like, hey, what do you, it just, okay.
I don't even think she knows what the word boundary means, to be honest.
That's what bothered me when I got called out for setting a boundary. Exactly. I said, Billie Lee set a boundary. Because you did. What else are you supposed to do? Sorry, I'm getting fired up because I love you so much. It just is like,
setting a boundary is also just not going to the house, not showing up, not being present as much, because it's awkward when they're constly fighting.
Correct. And then the key thing too, where you apparently, you know, we both, well, we can take that out.
Oh,
Mandy's learning so much.
I just want to say that there's these certain people that are in this group that are so manipulative and like volatile that like
it's fucking reality television.
But they execute their lives in a way that are like almost like like they say things and then they do these things and then they think that we're all supposed to just like forget about it, when in reality it's almost like taken as like normal. Does that make sense? Okay, so like, yeah, it's like they can't be they don't understand that. I've lost my point, but does that make sense?
Yeah, but can we talk about Tom Schwartz? He got on Brittany and
I will talk about that.
Jax's podcast, and he called you a liar. How do you feel about that?
What?
Oh no! Will you take a Jello shot, Mandy, or you're allergic to it?
Mandy.
Okay, Mandy's doing a Jello
please do
shot.
it.
Strawberry.
I always make.
Joe needs to be sponsored by the Jello shot brand.
Yeah,
I know, you
guys.
guys. You could take. That's like a cool party trick. Like you can just take down like 40 Jello shots. That's pretty fucking sick.
Just gag. Look at
Jello shot.
Oh yeah, it's like
Jello shot. Wait, best drinking you've ever taken Jello shot every time Joe's uncomfortable. Literally, you guys will be blackouts so fast. This is perfect.
All right.
The Uncomfortable Joe Jello Shot Show.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. Your new sponsor.
Let's go! Oh my god, and the same flavor. Whoop. Okay, Mandy had a little bit more trouble, but Joe was literally so smooth about it.
It's my first one. I had to learn.
Okay, I like that you said.
Ew, they're so gross to me. I can't
So
believe
gross.
it.
I lost
I'm scared.
Some. You see it? Where did
You
it
lost
go?
a chunk?
Oh, as long as it didn't get on the new white.
Joe's gonna eat it?
Thanks.
Oh, it did not go in the way. You're
All right,
good.
fuck the pants. They're ripped. I hate when your ripped jeans rip.
Yeah.
Oh, your toe hits
Because
so many.
It's not the right rip of like the design.
I ruined them. My toe got
no,
caught.
it's fucking ridiculous now.
Relabel this podcast as like the non sequiturs. Like it's like
It's literally my ADHD plus her reality background equals this shit show.
Yeah.
Yes, and then Billy like reins you in, and then you laugh, and then we're all
Wait, we don't have the bell. We usually have bells, so if it's if we get a little bit crazy, we have a bell to ring for like.
Did Schwartz
attention.
steal it? Oh, I'll just squeeze this.
Oh yeah, there's all the toys.
Stress.
Oh, the police are here to get Joe.
Oh,
They're here. They're here. We have all like the toys. We have all the slimes and the squishies.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, here's the thing, Joe. Did you ever lie
Never.
to him?
Never.
You never
You
lied to
never
him.
lied.
Well,
Well, because here's the thing. Like, Tom Sandoval lied to a bunch of people. People lie in relationships. People can be liars. I've lied before to cover people's feelings.
specifically ask like a specific thing that, because I'm a rookie in this, right?
Okay, what can you talk about? Because he said you lied about a lot of stuff, and I'm like, I need to know. Like, what did...
I didn't listen to it either.
You didn't? Okay.
No, but I know that Brittany said something. I think...
What'd she say?
I don't know, but I don't even know her. So that one was crushing to my soul, to like have somebody like say something that's like...
She doesn't even know you, yeah.
Yeah. I think in general, like when you are on a show that's like exposed to the world and there's somebody that's way higher of a platform than you are, it's really hard to like kind of climb up and be in a place to be like leveled with that person. So it's almost as if that person can say whatever they want. And like, that's the facts.
Yeah.
So for me, I have had a hard time like trying to be this solution-based person who I've always been, and then being confused by, you know, this reality TV world where I can't figure out how to connect the two, because I think that everything should just be real. So
you're like people pleasing.
What?
People pleasing. Because there are times if I've ever if I've ever gotten myself in a situation like where I personally lied, it's because I was a people pleaser. And it's because I wanted to make them like me or feel a certain type of way. Because here's the thing, Joe. Yeah, I love you. This is a safe place. I'm not judging you.
Oh, I know you never will.
I've had amazing friends and family. Obviously, Tom Sandoval is one of the most public liars out there.
Yes.
And I still was his friend. I was still there for him.
He's not a liar.
You
did
time.
So much for him that goes so unnoticed. Sorry, keep going.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
But so I'm just allowing you to have the space. Like, if you want to own up to anything, if you want to clarify anything, now is the time. And this is what I'm saying. Because it's okay if you did lie. And if you didn't lie, it's okay. But I want to know the truth.
I didn't listen to the podcast. So I don't know specifically what I'm supposed to, because like I had to set a boundary. I told you this. I was like, I'm not listening to that thing. Like, that is just, I need to totally like separate myself, make myself feel in a place of safety, and make sure that like the show's done, it's done filming. I'm like, whatever he wants to say, that's fine. I'm getting to a place of like, I don't have to explain anything unless I have something to explain. And so there's nothing I can really say except just like, I didn't listen to it. What hurt me the most.
But you didn't lie to him. So that's all you know.
I think the biggest liar was him. He lied to me. He lied to production. He lied to Andy. He lied to Lisa. He lied to everyone about my relationship. It's consistently with Katie even. It's like constant. And
I don't like how he was fucking you, loving you, liking you, but then like not telling people. Because I have been a secret. As a trans woman, I've been a secret a lot of times, and it's one of the most uncomfortable things. I don't know if you guys can ever been a secret.
I'm too loud to be a secret.
That's very true.
Imagine someone trying to keep me a secret. I'm like, yeah, okay. Okay.
But
I'm too loud, and Mandy fucking pees herself so people would see evidence, evidence.
Poor Mandy. She's like, what am I doing? She's like, gonna crawl.
No, hold on tight.
I'm thinking the same. Me and Mandy are just squishing the toys. Like, what is this show that they're talking about?
Well, no,
what she's asking
I'm
is
kidding.
very smart, because at the end of the day, like,
at the end of the day, he likes you
Billy's a
too.
Genius.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
We know
But
all that. Yes.
Look,
Billie Lee for president.
Relationships are complicated.
Yeah.
And I don't like, even whenever he came on our podcast recently, he said, I don't want to talk about anything that's going to, like.
I don't know what Tom you're talking about.
Schwartz.
Okay.
We moved to Schwartz.
Okay.
Second time.
Because there's two of them, and you guys bring up both of them, and then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I understand. I'm like, I don't know. There's 40.
There's Sandoval and there's Schwartz.
We've had both of them.
We love Schwartz. I do.
Use last name.
I do too. I really feel like I think that.
How is your relationship with him now? Have you going to not talk to him anymore? Nothing.
It's
done.
Yeah. Wait, is it hate or just no talk?
No talk.
Okay.
But he did come on this podcast, and before he came on the podcast, he said, Billie, I just want to have fun, which usually 99% of the time we just have fun here.
Yes.
This is so serious right now. It's usually like slime.
But it's a good place. Yeah. Well, but also.
Here's the thing, though. I don't have a reality show. This is my reality. This is my platform.
And this is my safe space to talk to you as a very good friend and be like, hey, look what has been going on. At the end of the day, I just feel like I don't even know why you would even go on a podcast with like Brittany and Jax, who I don't even know Brittany, but also like Jax was the one who started like the crackhead.
But it's funny how he wouldn't go on this. He wouldn't go on this podcast. He didn't want to say
he was
anything.
so happy. Yeah, he would go on this podcast and not say anything about.
This guy Jax called her a crackhead.
Called you a crackhead?
Yeah, and then
that's funny. Was he being serious, or he's being like, she's a crackhead? You know what I mean?
It's just I know what you mean. It's hurtful though, because they're combining it with like my ADHD.
Okay,
So
so
they're
I have
like-
crazy ADHD, and I always am like, I have
Yeah.
crackhead energy. That's why I'm like, if it's
she
funny,
finds it as a joke funny. It's more of
I
a,
like someone was
trigger
like,
for
she
you.
does crack.
You find yes, and
He
for
meant
me,
it as an insult.
he meant it
Yeah,
as an insult.
so it's not
There
funny.
it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, like Midwest girl,
Yes,
like
there
it's
it is.
very like crackhead.
Yes,
Like that's
not
not.
I
good.
grew up in
My mom
LA,
and my-
Yeah.
so I'm like,
there it is.
You can call me that. That's
yes,
fine.
yes. And so then at the end of the day, like when he speaks on a podcast that he knows that Jax obviously had started the crackhead rumor with Kristen. It's like, well, then you go on this. I thought it was so weird that he went on this podcast with a person that doesn't even know me, and then also like projecting.
Yeah, he couldn't talk about it on our
He couldn't
podcast.
talk about
he
it on your
literally
podcast,
said,
but then
"I
he goes
don't want to
on-
talk about this
Right,
and
and
that."
isn't Brittany
We
and
had like
Jax
We
a
were
boys'
like-
going
night
on?
episode.
We had a boys' night. It was fun.
Yeah,
but like,
but
Like,
then
it was
he's
not about
isn't
that at
Brittany
all.
and Jax going in through a divorce? Like, why are you talking about me?
yeah.
Yeah, like is he?
And obviously
deflecting?
they
And I
don't know you,
knew-
so it's like he
They don't
had a
even-
space to say that. Because if he
Yes.
would have said it on here, I would have been like, "Wait, but what about this?"
Correct. And
Because
he wouldn't. He'd be like, I can't talk
Because
about
Billy
it.
will
here's the
investigate.
thing. Well,
Yeah,
he-
exactly.
Billy's she saw the
We are
fingerprints
very
on the glasses. She's
solution-based
an
people.
investigator.
I will show all the da-da-das. I'll show you the receipts.
Da-da-da, again.
There it is. Da-da-da again.
Well, I think it's projecting some because
he doesn't want to know that his
your guys'
Word of the
relationship
day.
was
Yeah,
a lie. Like, I
projecting.
mean, not a lie, but
and
like
he
he
also
would.
was really upset the fact that like how he's projected. I believe this on the reunion and also like on the Secrets Revealed. Like he's not happy. So like why wouldn't he go on a podcast and be like, "Meow," and then like say this. It's like, okay, well, maybe don't bring me down with you. That was your doing. You lied to the world.
Yeah.
Don't bring me into this. And then like go on a podcast that like makes no sense with people that I don't even know. So like why couldn't you talk about this on your podcast?
Our
Yeah.
podcast makes literally so much sense. That's why it's the most.
Exactly.
This podcast makes sense. Always.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying there's nothing that's connecting. So it comes down to like this weird, like we had such a great like connection together. And then also like all of a sudden it's like, how can I rip Joe at this point to just really, and unfortunately I did not watch it. I didn't listen to it. I know my truth. What bothered me the most though was how I could feel he felt guilty about what he was saying. I just know Tom Schwartz so well that I just could feel what he was saying. He didn't feel like he was being consistent with his words.
Well, it's outside of his character.
Very
to
much so.
Go on a podcast and throw someone under the bus, or
Correct.
Yeah.
Very weird. I don't know who's behind that situation, but it doesn't seem like that's not his MO. And also, he should have talked about that in a safe space, like right here. And then he went on that podcast, and then
well, those are his friends. That's a safe place for him. Just as
It was
if
just-
this is a safe place for you.
That's true. I wish that he would have said more kind words. I mean, I also don't like the fact that he talked about some of his family members, because I would never, ever talk about some of those situations because I adore some of his siblings immensely. And so that made me sad to see him get to this place of like really, I don't know. I think he's just very angry about how he's portrayed. I don't know. I miss him. I tried to contact him multiple times to be like, hey, can we have a conversation? Can we talk about this? Can we really try to like get to a place where going forward, and it was I don't know who was in his ear. I don't have any idea. It wasn't Sandoval. Sandoval has always been very, easy. But he said no so many times. And I said, okay.
Well, he created boundaries. You have to honor those.
Of course.
Yeah. It's like closing a chapter.
It wasn't creating boundaries. I had to create a boundary prior to him creating a boundary. That's what people don't understand, is that before
You did the original boundary.
the OGB, DRY.
Yeah.
No, I think at the end of the day, we have to really honor that. But also as a female, I'm a solution-based person, so I was confused by how I like to like learn things and like figure things out. And so for me, it was tough to see how he reacted to me blocking him, and he was sad about it. And then I had to just like kind of be consistent about that, but then I wasn't consistent about that, and I unblocked him. And then we had it's tough, but I think we all have to honor our personal space. And
Well, also, you deserve someone who is wanting to throw you in the spotlight and like love and adore you in a public way and not it be a secret.
Yeah, that was the hardest part. And I'm a
So-
rookie. Like I've said this, I'm a rookie. You're seasoned. Like, you know, like not in a bad way, but like he's had 11 years of being on the show on and off camera. So whether he does, you know, podcast off camera and then on, like, this is like, you know, this is like, I feel so disgusted that like I'm not able to like tell the world that I'm not a liar, and like, but I am right now. And then he's happy-go-lucky saying that this, all these things have happened, and like he's thinking that they're like the truth. And I just like, wait a second. Like I could just go and be like, yeah, I could be like, brrr, and like talk about Tom Schwartz, and I would never do, like, I have so many things in my own like head and heart that I know that he would not want me to say, and I won't say it.
Yeah.
I know so many lies that he's told, and I will never say it. So if you're going to call me a liar, maybe talk to me about that before, because being a liar is very triggering for me, because you know, I'm very like, whatever. Like if I were like to get hit by a car like 5 times, I'd be like, I got hit by a car for like 50 times, right? And
You think you would survive that shit? Jesus.
Well, you
Take the
exaggerate.
wheel.
You're
If you
saying-
got hit by, I like the hypothetical of if I got hit by a car 5 times, it would actually be 50. I'm like, that's a wild metaphor for what you're about to drop on us.
But
Okay.
I'm saying like
You're saying you exaggerate.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I'm also saying that the shit that I saw and witnessed out of his mouth was, I don't even want to. Like, I'm just going to protect him and his family at this point.
Are you going to go on next season, if there is one? Have you thought about it?
I don't even know. My car broke down yesterday. I don't even know like how I'm going to fix my car. So fuck, I have no idea. That is down the road. Probably not.
No.
It's been a ride. Yeah, probably not.
You want to do it again?
Do you?
I would
No,
say
I'm like-
I would just say no. Just say
Ask it again.
Just say no.
Are you gonna go back if they do another season?
No.
Ah. No.
No. But you know,
I like that you did this with it too.
Yeah. Have you ever had a situation with a guy in a public way?
like
where-
on TV or
like-
something.
Listen, have
No.
you been on Vanderpump Rules and had this
No.
exact same situation happen?
No,
But
I
like
really
even
do
like on
appreciate
social
this, though, you
media,
guys.
even
Thank
on
you.
social media, like sometimes there's public situations, especially being a comedian.
Yeah, no. But I did date like back. I was trying to think of like when you said being hidden, but it was kind of more of a mutual thing. Like,
Oh, like a discreet relationship.
yeah. So that
Yeah.
it's not the same thing at all.
But it almost like,
Has some
if that would have been on
qualities of the
TV,
same.
would you have been like pissed off if like it was broadcasted as like he was
Oh,
like
like
definitely hiding you in the back, and then you were on like a national?
Yeah,
tour?
that would suck. That would be
Yeah.
different. That does
Yeah,
make
and you
it
guys-
different.
She talks
Yes.
about peeing her pants in dudes' beds on stage. Like you'd be pretty comfortable.
What?
Yes, I've seen it. It's funny as fuck.
But I wouldn't like that if he's like portraying something that he's not in front of other people.
Yes.
It's different when it's a small group or just like
Yes.
you two, but that would not be okay.
Yeah, behind closed doors. Yes.
Yeah, which is why you should close the fucking
That's
door.
why you should
Well,
pee in
that's
his
what I'm
bed.
saying.
Yeah, piss
Yeah.
his bed.
Pee in his bed.
Piss? Wait, but
Mandy
I want
figured
to
it
know.
out.
I want to know the reason
Of what?
why what was not public.
That is
A good question.
a great.
No,
que-
literally
yes.
the best question of the entire podcast. Mandy's been sitting there playing with. Mandy's been sitting there with the thinking putty, silently cooking up the best question of the whole podcast.
Billie
The best
Lee.
question of the whole
Yes,
podcast.
yes.
Holy fucking shit, Mandy!
No,
You're a natural.
no. I think it's I don't know. I think at the end of the what happens is when you're with a person and you're behind camera, you know, off a TV show, and you're celebrating like love and life and laughter with somebody like daily.
Live, laugh, love.
There's that, sure.
Live, laugh, love.
And then you are doing, you know, so many wonderful things that are like exactly what you would call dating. So like dating, I mean, what would you call dating? How would you navigate, all three of you? Like,
Spending
how would
more
you
than
guys
5
nav-
days
Yeah, if you're
together.
spending a lot
There
of
it
time together,
is.
which you guys were.
Yes. 5
And
days
here's
a
the thing
week
too, though.
for a year and a half.
He
yeah.
was going through a lot because he
Yes.
lost his best
and
friend
I was going
Tom.
through a lot too, so we were there for each other. It was
Yeah.
like so many beautiful layers of like
Mutual fix.
Very much so, and like also just like
That's trauma bonding, honey.
very much so, and also, but also, you're not wrong. But also, I really do still care about him. I just think that it would have been nice to have some explanation.
Yeah, everyone
Because he
deserves an
said on
So
the
you
show,
feel you didn't get closure from him?
he said on the show that he didn't want to be in a relationship, but then he also said he would marry me in 8 years. And then
8
he also
years?
said that he wanted to, I was the love of his life. And then he also said that he wanted to have this, beautiful like relationship with me. Then he also said like, oh, Joe's just my friend, but I'll totally like, you're so perfect. And it was like,
What, because it was part of his 8-year timeline? What is the 8-year
But then
timeline?
the one, I don't know,
Okay.
Wait, how old is he?
42.
So when he was 50.
He's not 42.
That's
is he?
what it was,
He's going to
right?
be 42 in October.
No way.
Wait,
But we
42
don't
plus
wanna
8 is
hate on
50.
him.
That's
I'm
what
just
it
saying,
is.
like,
No,
It-
no,
midlife
I'm 40.
crisis.
I
That's what
just
he was
didn't
waiting
know.
for.
No, this.
He
Yeah.
seems younger because he's like he's like a little young.
I literally
don't
thought
know.
he was my age.
Yeah.
I know.
I literally
Yeah.
like, he's 27. He's so chill. I'm 26. Yeah,
Right, and we don't want to like, but I'm saying we do need to figure that out because at some point, like, when it came down to it, his last basic words were like, I don't want to be in a relationship. He said it multiple times in the confessionals on the show. I did not know that, unbeknownst to me. I didn't know he was talking about that, but because behind closed doors, he was telling me how much he had cared about me and loved me and all these things.
You're hearing something completely
different. And then he decides to be in a relationship publicly with a 20-something-year-old.
Classic
like
42-year-old.
3 months later.
Classic 42-year-old, bro.
So how do you think I'm supposed to understand that?
I think you need to abandon the 8-year timeline. No more.
Well, no, I think you need to abandon that entire.
Oh, that's
fucking
already
ship.
abandoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like close
Done.
the door.
Oh, yeah,
Abandoned
it's closed.
until
I'm just
possible
explaining
next
finally
season.
in a safe
Yeah.
space to be like, look, this is what I experienced as a female that was literally on a TV show and then told this, that, this, and then spoke my truth and then got called all of these different weird names and then told me that I wasn't dateable basically after 2 years together, and then all of a sudden he's dating somebody publicly. So like, how do you think that makes my brain and my heart feel? Like,
No,
it doesn't make
that's-
me feel good.
Fucked up.
It sucks. It
sucks.
really fucking sucks. And I don't
I'm
want to
sorry.
blame him. I know. I love you, Billie Lee. I don't want to blame him, but I'm also going to say, like, look, that is my journey. Like, that was also on national television. Like, you can't dispute that. And then having
You deserve a chance to be able to explain it and stand up for yourself.
Exactly. And this is why I'm happy to be here. Because, like, that is also, like, moments of helping with his family and then helping, like, with, like, there are things I'm just never going to talk about.
It's deeper than show.
It's deeper than show.
There's
You
real
see
shit.
the show, and Billie Lee knows this. You see the show, but there are so many underlying factors that you don't, want to talk about. And at the end of the day, my heart broke, and I was able to have a safe space here to like talk about it. And I'm disgusted by the fact that I am being called this, that, the other. But I hope people can relate to this and like turn this into a positive experience for themselves too.
Well, fuck everybody else. I want it to be a positive situation for you.
I love you so much.
And no
Billie
offense
Lee.
to everyone else, but like
Yeah.
right now, it's your time to heal. It's
Yes.
your time to work on yourself.
Yes.
And I said
Yes.
this to you on the phone.
You did.
Just
Yeah.
when he comes up in your mind,
Yeah.
just
Take
try
a
to
Jello shot.
Take a Jello.
When he comes up in your mind.
Well,
Billy
I
said
say
that on the
breath
phone.
work. I'm like breath
she's like
work.
meditation, honey.
Yeah.
Go to yoga.
Well,
Let's go on a
Take
hike.
a
Breathe
fucking
in and
Jello
out,
shot,
get out.
bitch. Fuck the meditation.
I'm gonna go with Billie Lee's.
Yeah.
Every time he
Okay.
comes in your mind, take 2 Jello shots.
This has
actually.
been such a crazy episode. Only just because I wasn't planning on revealing as much or talking
same.
shit about someone. I don't like the way that I feel
I don't
now.
like the feel I would feel either.
No, I
What?
feel awful.
Me and Mandy
I
did
want to
nothing.
talk shit about this fucking 42-year-old.
Yeah.
I hate
We'll have
him.
to probably do it again at some point.
No, wait, no.
We need to
this
recap,
is the-
Mandy. What do you
No,
think?
this
We
is
need
the
to know
most
your-
relatable situation that women are always put in. We
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
from all of our best friends, and we're always telling them to
Yeah, we
leave
shouldn't
them.
forgive this. Or
No,
like we
this
should.
is everyone. My best friend Laura, you're listening. I hate her
Laura?
fucking boyfriend.
Yeah.
Laura.
Oh
I
my
hate-
gosh,
Laura.
thank you.
Laura.
It's
Laura.
been tough and
No, that's because we have big hearts and they feed into us and they hold us until they're ready to leave us. And we do all those things, the hard things, and they use us, squeeze us dry, and then get a 20-year-old.
Use you to get through the hard
Yes.
things.
This
we
is the
just,
movie.
like,
He's just not that
mic drop
into you.
that?
Mandy likes to sit in silence and wait to cook the craziest shit ever and then releases it. I'm like, this is wild.
That, Mandy.
No, this is such bullshit. And
It
this
is.
is like the one thing that I hope women can evolve from because we just care so much.
We care too much.
That-
I know. I'm a fixer upper. Like if someone's,
Yeah.
We love a
there's-
project.
We always want to do
Billy's
that.
love
I
a
love
project.
a project.
We love
If
a project.
someone's in
You're a
need, I'm
solution-based
there.
person, so you're always very like you are very comforting to so many people that, you know, you like a good, not project, but you're very good at like helping and fixing.
Nurture.
I want,
Nurture.
yeah.
Is a big
People-
nurture.
Yes.
I want people to feel good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also you're very good at helping others, like myself, when I have conversations, like you help me set boundaries, and you are very good at about being like, who cares? Go for a hike.
Yeah.
You know, take a moment.
Yeah, let it go.
cares?
Let it
Take
go.
a
It's
Jell-O
like with the
shot.
whole Sandoval thing. I cried for like a week and a half because it was a lot of energy. But now I'm like, I'm in such a better place.
And it's also
And-
Such
really
a better
great
place
that
to
you
live. You have like a
better
weight lifted
place.
off your
It
shoulders.
But also,
Literally.
it's so good that also you and Schwartz are in such a good place too, and we can have this conversation and
Yeah.
still be very close. Just
Yeah.
because think about this, I'm on a podcast with one of my dearest friends. We have a safe space where we're allowed to talk about my feelings about an ex-boyfriend or what the world, whatever, and she's allowed to speak and defend him, and like
Yeah.
that's the most beautiful thing. Where sorry, my hands are just really moving around. But you need
your
Yeah, you need your
know what
slide.
I mean?
Like,
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
funny.
It's so nice to have that, because that's the most beautiful thing, because when you really put your head on your pillow at night, she can put her head on her pillow and know that, like, you know, Tom Schwartz is one of her great friends, and like, but she also can be very good friends with me, and we can talk about like the weather and go hiking and like
Yeah.
talk about the funniest stuff. We can
Well, because we're
compartmentalize.
grown-ups, you know?
We're
Like,
grown-ups.
We can do
That's it.
that. Yeah.
That's it.
But I'm excited for the next chapter for you. It's
Thank you,
going to
babe.
be better for you. I know
Yeah.
it is, and you deserve better.
I know. Thank you, babe. And
Can you guys
yeah.
please tell me where we can find you at? I want to see you pee your pants on stage. So,
Yeah, can I? Can we ask what you're? Oh wait, Friday. What? Friday.
Is this my camera?
Yeah.
Every camera
I
is
found
your
it.
camera.
I found it now. You can find me at my Instagram, just Mandy Martino. I have 2 podcasts, Misery Loves Mandy, where comedians talk about miserable moments that they make into jokes. And then the other one is Weirdly Obsessed, where we talk about people's weird-ass obsessions.
Ooh, I need to be on
Fuck
those.
yeah.
You
Oh
can
my
definitely
God.
get
Yeah,
both of
that
them.
is way better than my little pitch.
Those both
No.
sound like my exact
I'm
personality.
gonna follow you now.
Those both sound my
Miserable.
personality.
Misery Loves Mandy.
Okay, Joe, you have merch.
Yes.
Let's shout that out.
Shop joemygosh.com, and then obviously just like follow Joe my gosh at Joe my gosh on Instagram. That's the only 2 things that I have. And yeah, I just run an Instagram account, and one of them is merch, and then the other one is just me being goofy. So
Thank you so much for coming on.
I
Thank
love
you
you,
for
Billie
holding
Lee.
space. I know this
love
was
you,
a
Sammy.
lot. This was heavy.
Yeah,
you
thank you,
dropped
Mandy.
in with some really great knowledge, and I
Mandy
really love you for
literally
that.
made the
Mandy-
fucking episode. People don't
Yeah.
realize that. Mandy was sitting there and processing with the fucking slime.
Yeah.
And then literally dropped the most knowledgeable moments of the whole episode
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 times.
I'm kind of
Legend.
still on fire about your
Yeah.
situation.
she's like pissed.
Thank you both
Joe just
so
got it out of
much.
her system, and now Mandy's
Yeah,
really
I'm
mad. The
holding
podcast's
on to
over,
it.
Mandy's driving home.
I
Mandy
got it.
I got you.
You transferred it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.